Alright, what is going on? It is I, Envy, with my buddy Kyle, once again. And we are here to thoroughly and quickly explain balance to those who need it to be explained. First thing I would like to say, as the title of this will reveal, I am a Survivor main. Doesn't mean I don't play both sides, but I main Survivor. Kyle, I don't know if you actually had like a main side.
But I played mostly Killer. But no.
Well, yeah, Kyle played. He definitely did play. I play a little. This is like my main game. Kyle definitely played it a good bit, but this has been my main game for like years now. So, say what you want about what side I pick, but I know the game. Fair?
Fair.
I think it's fair. So, the very first thing I would like to say is that every balance should affect both sides. Now, what I mean by that is, if there's a problem with, let's say, survivors are too strong because they can vault fast too easily. Okay, I understand, right? That could be a problem if you can just fast vault at any time and I have to super slow vault all the time because I'm a killer.
Right.
I understand. However, I do feel like the survivors should get something to compensate for losing that. Because if it's like a bug, that's one thing. But if it's like this game has been this way for X amount of time and you've gotten used to playing like this and now you have to readjust because we designed it poorly, I do feel like there should be, and that goes for killers too, but really, like what I was telling Kyle earlier, for the gen speed change, they nerfed Ruin, and then a patch later, they changed the toolboxes. And I really do feel like if they did them both at the same time, it would have been, they would have seen the results that they wanted to see, and it wouldn't have been so spread out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Instead, they just got like a whole bunch of like, oh, it's just the same. Everything we're doing is just the same. Because they are only checking really the stats near the end when it comes time to, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. And another thing, oh, sorry, I made a drop.
Yeah.
I will say this, and I really hope somebody hears this who matters. It's not a want, I need the balancing to be consistent as far as like the whys. Because I've had a lot of balance changes be like, well, this isn't for the top play, you know, the top level, because we can't worry about the top level, dog, because not everybody is the top level. The average player isn't the top level, that's the top. And I'm like, okay.
Fair enough.
But then they make changes like this one that affect god loops that only the top level was abusing. Quote unquote abusing. Entity blockers, bloodlust, anti-tunnel perks, and killers. Or not tunnel, anti-loop. But whatever. Whatever. I'm just saying. Balance brings change. And change should be equal, or else it won't be balanced.
I think they should buff some of the other loops on some of the maps where they destroyed the god.
I agree.
Yeah.
They should have made the limit both like lower from the top and higher from the bottom to meet more in that beautiful middle section of agreeable loops. But no, they just chopped the top half off and didn't do anything about the bottom, like 30% of loops that are awful. So bad. So bad. That's why Hawkins is top 2 worst maps for survivors, because all the loops are bad.
Yeah, please, Dubs, you gotta make Hawkins have like actual loops.
Please.
You can only do the like jump across the top trees so long before you just teach the killer how to do it.
Right. Exactly.
And then
you're fucked.
And then it's over, yeah.
You are fuckity fucked.
And then that's like the only good thing to do on that whole map, really. And like
Exactly.
run up the stairs and drop down.
Right. So, balance for both sides, or not balance for both, because the main argument I get against this is like, okay, so survivors have a problem with gen speeds. And killers, like the main problem with them is that survivors are too fast on gens. So then if you nerf the gen thing, but then you buff another thing, you're still gonna have another problem that survivors are gonna have, because then something else got buffed, and then that'll be the new problem. Kind of like what they did with the Sabo. I will say, Sabo hasn't really been a thing. I haven't seen any like Sabo squads. Me and my squad don't go Sabo squad, but I do get that point. However, I'm not saying to give something to them like equally as broken or however you want to phrase it. I'm just saying, give them something. Give them, because that's the problem with like the the DS change, right? Is that, or not the problem, but the good thing about it was they nerfed DS, but they also nerfed Enduring, which made DS's timer, or not timer, with the stun 75% reduced. Now it only affects pallets. But they did both to compensate both sides for the change. Because while it's going to change the survivors in a negative way, it'll help the killers in a positive way. So you should then help the survivors to keep them equal. Like what we're saying with the loops. Get rid of the bad loops. Get rid of the great loops. And then we'll have good loops that we can all have fun on. But no. We have TLs and Jungle Gyms. That's it. That's all we got in Shaq. That's it. And Shaq's about to have a wall.
Developers, I want you to make a map configuration that can happen where it's only TL walls. Only.
That would be fire.
That'd be really fire. The only pallets that spawn are just like the main building ones, and then every single thing that cannot be.
Yep. Every quote unquote maze tile is only a jungle gym. Or not a
it's
TL
only
wall.
a TL wall, dude. And let people play on that one.
Yeah. What would be one more aspect of balance that we should bring up that they should be withholding to? We got the equal balance. We got the consistent balance.
Oh yeah, we need to balance about 50-50 to experienced, and we won't say unexperienced, but middle of the road players. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say in the yellow to red ranks, we should balance for purple ranks. Because I do think everybody who plays the game for a decent amount of time will get the purple ranks. We won't say they all get the red. And sure, some will stay in green.
But
anybody who plays this game and gets the knowledge of the game, which is all this game is knowledge, knowing where loops are and shit like that. Once you play this game for 6 months, 8 months, a year even,
you'll know all the places, dude.
Yeah, you'll start getting to the purple ranks. And then if you balance for that, things will be unbalanced. But at rank 20, every killer is OP. When you don't know what a pallet does, every killer is OP because they just kill you. But we don't balance for that because you'll grow out of that. But we balance for the next stage that they're still gonna grow out of. They're still growing. I say purple ranks is where people settle.
They'll eventually learn.
Yeah,
whatever
inevitably
does, dude.
Inevitably. So I don't know. That's our take. Let us know what you think. Appreciate you watching. Killer Mains, I love you all. Any last words?
Not particularly this time, but guys, Killer Mains, I mean, like, I even said that the Ironworks is crazy, dude. But they destroyed it, dude. That's it.
Fair enough.
They keep shitting on us, dude.
Yeah. Peace out. Well, not really. I mean, they're hearing an opposing opinion.
Yeah.
They're not gonna agree.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to convert anybody with a video. They're not really shitting on us, they're just disagreeing. Which is fair. Peace out.